I posted on my community tab thingy that I was going live about 10 o'clock. It is 10:25. Um, I wish I could say that it's unlike me to be behind, but it's not. Now I am usually up not quite this late. It's just you guys know how it is, right? When you have everything ready, you have it planned, you have everything set up, and then something goes wrong and push you behind. That's usually what happens with me. Only a couple of things tend to go wrong all at once, but I sorted it all out, and I don't have anything specific. Well, maybe I have a couple of things to say later. I don't plan on being on here too long because I have so much to do today. It's been a hectic morning already. It's going to be even more of a hectic afternoon. Um, Good morning, Kyrese. Thank you for coming in. How are you? I'm just taking a break from life and thought I'd do something that make me feel good. And there are worse things I could do to go live on YouTube, so I'm going to do that. Um, just thought I'd come hang out for a minute, see what everybody's doing in the daytime. So far, I've only been live in like the evening, so I don't know. I wonder if this may be a better time. I don't know that it'll be a great time for me moving forward. Oh, if y'all hear the noise, that's my ice machine. I forgot to turn it off. Normally I turn it off so you don't hear during the doing this, but I forgot. So pardon me. I might turn it off. Let's see. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I was encouraged by another creator, a friend of mine. Good morning, Ambassador Sam. I think I know you from the soap operas, right? From Albert and Carissa streams. I haven't seen your name in a while. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. That's so cool. Kyrie says, I'm doing good. I watched Days of Our Lives this morning already. I'm going to head out once my phone fully charges to do my taxes. Oh, I need to do my taxes too. I have not been able to get my W-2. Sucks because I was ready. I'm still ready. But thank you. I need to add that to my to-do list later today. I hope it goes well for you. I know taxes can be a pain when you have someone you trust doing them too. It's nice if you can find like a professional that knows all about the little tax breaks and things. I used to have a guy, and he called it magic money, where like he would just take your information and know automatically that you qualify for this loophole or this loophole, and then you got like $600 more on your tax return. You might have to like invest it, part of it in something or something like that, but that's what the rich people do. They know all of those things, and that's how they make their money make money. So I hope it goes well. Yeah, I was saying I had, well, more than one person actually suggest that I kind of, to build my audience, which I'm gonna go off on a tangent, then I'll probably forget what I was saying as I do. I always just want to be clear that I'm not trying to be like a world famous YouTuber. I don't need to be a star. Um, I'm not in a rush to like, I don't know, whatever that wonderful immense success will look like on YouTube. I like having fun. This is fun, and I'm grateful for anyone who comes to my lives or watches my videos or comments or shares it. Like, it's crazy that anybody would do any of that for me. Because you guys know I just sit here and talk. So, oh, Kyrese, thank you. You know, I'm a Leo. You can't say stuff to me. You can't give me those type of compliments. You don't see it, but my head is going, see all that sun in the back? That's me. From you being so sweet. But thank you. But yeah, so a couple of people have encouraged I be more vulnerable, which is wild because if you knew me in real life, you know I'm an open book, and way too many people know my life story than you would expect. I really kind of look at my life. Well, we all have these like landmarks in our life of how we tell our life story, what we've gone through, what we conquered, what we survived, you know, things we succeeded at, things we failed at. Um, and so, you know, I have those like everybody else. But for me, within like the past decade at least, the biggest thing, like billions of other people, I'm sure, is the pandemic. And I kind of, you know, there was Nakesha before COVID and Nakesha after COVID. My life went through a huge transition, and yeah, just a lot of things changed for me. I had a, let's say, pretty stable life, happy, content, personal life, and professionally, I couldn't have asked for anything more. COVID hit, lockdown hit. and suddenly my wonderful dream job no longer existed. Kyrie said, I had so much fun last night in those collabs. I stand on business about Tracy Abbott looks better than Natalia Ramirez. Kyrie, it is too early. I mean, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Okay. I don't, I'm not going to talk about either one of their looks. I do not like Natalia. Are we talking about Natalia on General Hospital? I don't remember her last name. But I don't care for the character at all. Tracy, I don't really know Tracy's character on Young and the Restless that much. I just, right now, from what I've seen, they don't give her much of a role. She's kind of like the background, the backbone maybe of the Abbott family. I was interested to see her with Kane before Kane left. Because I would watch Kane all day. Yes, Natalia, okay. Yeah, I don't care for her, but she's here. It looks like they're making her here to stay. We got her being Sidwell's ex and Blaze's mom. I'm over it. I'm really over it. I would rather have Blaze back singing the theme song to the show than having Natalia on screen. But I think Maurice Bernard likes her, so we're stuck with her. But yeah, I will watch a love story with Tracy if they bring back Kane, because I think they have potential there. And people probably think I'm being facetious, being a little silly, but I'm not. I really did see some chemistry between them. I just think that I wish they had given it a chance. But I know from what I hear, Kane and the actor that played Kane thought it was ridiculous, which kind of hurts the way I look at him. But anyway, see, we're going off on these tangents. Oh yeah, so pre-COVID, after COVID, doing this and engaging with you guys is one of the few things that has really brought me joy since COVID. Please don't put You don't want to hear Blaze singing, Kyrie? Wasn't it lovely? No, I think about Blaze singing every time Chase performs, and it was just like, ugh, I don't want any of it. I miss back in the day when they used to have, if the character could sing, the actor could sing, and then they would actually sing, and it would sound good. I still go to YouTube probably like once a week and watch the original Brooklyn singing at Jake's bar, having all the men drooling, having mouths wide open, and Elizabeth, mad because she does not get all the attention. But yeah, I guess that's just miserable stuff I'm talking about after, like, how my life has changed after COVID. But I'm being remiss. I would be remiss if I made it seem so negative. There are, other things. And really, I got to shout out Albert and Kyrie and everybody else that I know from, like, the soap opera world, the community. Because that, spending time with you guys and hanging out, like, in lives, really did give me something to look forward to as well. So I'm grateful for that. But, yeah, like I said, now I'm rambling. I don't know. I've had a lot of transition. I'm actually in a period of transition now, which is why I'm at home in the middle of the day on YouTube instead of doing something a little more productive. But I don't know. So I have a couple of things I felt like I would do if nobody came and I didn't have anything to, like, really say. Thank you, Kyrie, for helping me, keep me from talking to myself for most of the time. But I have this book. I bought this book, 2,000 Questions About Me, back in November, I think. And I think it's a really good tool to, like, help get to know someone. It's so weird when you first meet someone and, they put their best foot forward and only tell you, like, the great things about them. And I think the saying is that when you meet someone, you don't really meet them, you meet their representative. You meet who they project themselves to be. I think it takes like 2 years and maybe 6 months of living with somebody before you can actually know, like, who they are. I don't think a lot of people know who they are to start with, so I won't say it's out here just people being fraudulent, but I don't know. So to bring it back around, like I said a few minutes ago, a few people have, well, not a few. Okay, pause. Yes, Kyrie, I'm so sorry to hear you've been unemployed since January. It's still weird not logging on your computer every morning. I'm so sorry. Is that a good thing for you or a bad thing? I say like it could be a good thing. Maybe you intentionally, took some time off. Um, I know it's hard finding something. I won't say there aren't jobs out there. There are jobs out there, but it's not that easy to find something that's like actually fulfilling. There are, and I have a couple of backup plans in my pocket. Like if I can't find something within probably like the next month or so, because I'm lucky enough to be able to survive right now, but give myself a couple of weeks to a month. And hi, Catalyst, I love your name. Every time I see it, it's just I love it. It reminds me of this poem I wrote back in like high school. But thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you. Kyrese, you got laid off because the project ended. Yeah, that sounds like what happened with me during COVID when the work isn't there, so the position ceases to exist. But I don't know exactly what you did, but I know you worked remotely. So I'm hoping that you can find something else that like the same kind of thing where you feel confident in it and something consistent. But also in the meantime, I hope you enjoy that time to do whatever you want to do. That's pretty cool to have the time, like doing YouTube or stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't even know where I was at. I was doing good so far. I knew I was gonna lose my train of thought at some point. Y'all forgive me. I told you I'm an old lady. It happens. But yeah, meeting people and getting to know them. I wanted you guys to get to know me. This is my point. And I want to get to know who's hanging out with me. And like I said, I don't need 1,000 subscribers. I don't need to be the superstar, even though Kyrie says I am. I just want, a few people, a few good people, nice people, not trolls, not rude people, who just have similar interests or different interests, but just want to like hang out and chat sometimes or talk. And kind of take a break from all the bullshit out there. So I have this. No, I'm jumping ahead. I did originally, maybe I've only been doing this like 2 weeks, so I think it was like a week ago. I was like, I'm gonna let people know who I am. And I made a fucking hour-long video, and it was just trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. But I felt like it represented, where I was at in my life and who I am overall. I posted it. I only left it up like less than 8 hours. I had like it was 2 videos. Between the 2, I had 3 people comment, and they were really mean. It was like nobody, I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was like, nobody cares about this, nobody watches YouTube for trauma, something like that. And it hurt my feelings, and I didn't think that was possible. I thought I'm tough, I'm strong. Like I'm used to being like an open book, so whatever. But it did hurt my feelings, and so I didn't delete those videos, but I made them private and was like, maybe at some point I'll work up the courage to make them public again. So since then, I've been kind of wondering, like, how, Kyrese, what did you delete, sir? No, it's okay. I know sometimes I do that and then to change my mind, or I've made like a typo or something that doesn't make sense or whatever. So, I'm not sure I didn't miss anything else. Sorry. Yeah, okay, we're good. Right. I gotta make this go away. It won't. All right, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Maybe if I do that. All right, there we go. So I've been going back and forth in my mind about what's the best way to engage with people besides like their by accident. Okay, by accident. Nah, I believe you. What's the best way to like engage? I can't make people comment, but when people do comment, I kind of engage as much as I can. But I don't want to do too much. I don't want to come on too strong. I don't want to scare nobody away. So this morning I had an idea. I was like, I want to go live for a little bit this morning. All right, I'm gonna pause. Yes, Kyrese, they were so mean. I don't remember names or anything. Like I said, I deleted the comments at first, and then I was like, what if there are more comments coming behind it? So I just made them private to be easier. So this morning I was walking by my bookshelf. I have a lot of books. I'm an avid. I like reading. I was gonna say I don't have as much time now, but I guess that's kind of an excuse because I've had a little bit of time, but I don't do as much. But I walked by my bookshelf and saw this book and was like, oh yeah, it's just sitting there. I used it in the past. Just kind of went back and forth with one person, asking questions. It's 2,000 questions about me, and like in the book, it's just questions. It's just questions, and the idea is to answer the questions, and I think it'll can help you get to know someone on a one-on-one basis, or even like in a group setting, be good icebreakers. But I thought maybe, what if I log on every morning and do a different question? And I can answer it for me. And then if anybody cares, if anybody wants to, you can answer it as well. And then we can kind of build a rapport and get to know each other. I want to do this every day. If you guys think it's a good idea, if people tell me it's stupid and I should stop being a pick me, because I can say pick me because that's what the cool kids say. My daughter taught me that. Um, if it's not a good idea, then we can just stop. It'll be good for me to try to be consistent. So now I'm just rambling, but I'm gonna get to it. I was gonna like open it and randomly pick a question. Maybe I will do that instead of starting with number one. So it's 2,000 questions. If anybody's here still here, give me a number between 1 and 2,000, and then I'll go to that question and answer it. Thank you, Kyrie. It means a lot. You gonna make me cry. Where the fuck are my tissues? No, you can't be too sweet because I didn't bring my tissues over here, and I don't want to have to like suck up snot. All right, Catalyst, you win 33. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm excited. I hope it's a good question. All right, 33 is, what do you think is worth waiting for? Should have brought a pencil. I got a pencil. I'll put a little mark by it so I remember that I've done this one. Maybe I'll even write the date. What is the date? March 3rd. 3/3/25. Ooh, so what do you think is worth waiting for? I'd say peace of mind. Kind of going with what I was saying earlier about just different things that I've been through, and oh my god, I might have tears in my eyes. This is crazy. But I'm being sincere. Peace of mind. You know, if any of you guys are parents, or you don't even have to be a parent, if you have someone else that you care for, that you are responsible for, someone, you know, who their peace of mind affects your peace of mind, then you understand like how fragile it is to really feel content and safe and secure. And I think for me, that's what I've been missing since COVID, is being able to, you know, sit in my home and just exist and not worry what's coming next or what won't come next. So, yeah. I think for me, hopefully once I am employed with something that feeds my spirits, and my daughter's about to go off to college soon. She's a senior in high school. My son is doing great. Working 6 days a week is the most hard working young man ever. Once he feels the need to not have to work so hard. Once I get to spend more time with my mom, because she lives like an hour away, and we don't get to, neither one of us drive right now. I have fear of driving. I'll tell you that story another time. But once I can have my family around me and more happier consistently, and be able to go to a job every day that knows, where I know that I'm making a difference in the world. Because that's what, before I did. Every day I knew that I was helping someone. Have a kind of a servant's heart. So I think for me that would be worth the wait. What's that? Kyrese, you said 25. I'm going to do that, but first I want to read your answer. Kyrese said, worth wait. Don't disappear. Why? See if I can bring that back. What's worth waiting for is my future curly-haired fool of a husband, or long brunette, or blonde beautiful wife, even though I'm not a huge marriage person. But the right person may change your mind. I'm going to put that in the universe for you too, Kyrese. There is nothing like being able to have someone that you can be yourself with, that you can pour love into, but also will return that to you. And it's hard out here to find genuine people. So I hope that that happens for you sooner rather than later, like a short wait. And I think that's really beautiful. And I saw Catalyst, you answered too. Bring it back. The right partner for you is worth waiting for. No settling. Yeah. I agree with both of you. I believe that, not to just make like romance and love about sex, but you know, my kids ain't around so I can talk. When you are with someone intimately, I do believe that it's not just physical, it's spiritual. And so when you actually give of yourself and have them, you leave part of yourself with them, they leave part of themselves with you. It's You want someone that you trust with your aura and your energy. So it's definitely, that would be worth waiting for. I didn't even put like love in mine. I just think about my family, but I think I'm still a little too gun shy to worry about a penis right now. But once I have the peace of mind, then I think I will be more comfortable opening myself up to have someone to give them the opportunity to disturb my peace. You know how some of them be. Oh, that was nice. Thank you for answering. All right, I'm going to go to 25 for Kyrie's. Actually, they bring tears to my eyes. That's why I keep sniffling. Sorry, that's not attractive. 25. All right. 2 more diets. 3, 25. All right, number 25 is, which historical figure do you most identify with? Which historical figure do you most identify with? Historical figure. So I don't know if this would change if I thought more about it later. But today I'll say Maya Angelou, because she is a poet, and my mom is also a poet. She wrote growing up, and she inspired me to write. Well, actually, funny not funny story. I used to write songs because I thought I sounded like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston for whatever reason in my mind, and I would write songs and sing them all the time. Like every day after dinner, I was putting on a show. And bless my mom's heart so much. Like, she let me. She put up with it, and like, y'all, I didn't sound good. No talent whatsoever. Well, I could write some lyrics, but singing them didn't sound too good. And so one day, I think I was like 6, and she cut me off in a performance and was like, "Why don't you turn your songs into poems? And that way," she said, "that way, Keisha, you can say the words instead of singing them." And at the time, I didn't get that she was saying, "You suck" with the singing. But, I knew that she wrote poetry, so I was like, "Word, I'm going to be a poet now." And so I started turning my songs into poems, and then I would recite them instead of singing them. And it was fun for me, but then I would also like do it at school and write poems for people at school and, make them listen to. I think I really have always been a Leo. Oh, obviously, but anyway. I like, if you guys hear me, like, I don't have a very delicate, what people consider feminine voice. I have a deeper voice, a deeper tone, and some people used to make fun of me that kids are cruel. You talk to a boy on the phone for the first time, he's like, "You sound like a man." I'm like, "No, I can sound much deeper. Like, I feel like this is just my voice." But I remember the first time I saw Maya Angelou reciting her poem. It was Still I Rise and Phenomenal Woman. I think, like, unfortunately, it was like Black History Month or something, cliche like that in the box. It wasn't just on a regular day. But I heard her, and her voice was deep. But, like, when we watched, this shows you how old I am. It was on a projector, which, like a screen, like, let's just pretend it was the TV in class. But it wasn't a TV, it was a projector screen. And everybody in class, they were just listening. Like, nobody was laughing or snickering at her voice. She was so powerful in her tone, you could have heard a pin drop. And I was like, "Ooh, I can do that then." And I haven't been, like, ashamed of my voice since. So, with the least amount of thought, I'll say that she is the most, the historical figure that I identify most with. But I'm sure that can change from day to day, I was going to change the question, but I don't want to change the question because that's not fair. But even in the back of my mind, I started wondering, what if I change that to, which fictional character do I identify most? And then I thought about the soap opera, so I was like, "Ooh, that would be fun." But that could be another question in the book, so I'm not going to veer off of it. I'll just say that that's my answer. Yeah. I feel like I just talked a long time tonight. I could have just said Maya Angelou. But if you guys, I just assume that people know who she is. She is no longer living among us. But if you are a fan of poetry or spoken word and you don't know who she is, I know that not everybody is in America. Not everybody's gonna know her. Look her up. A very, very powerful life story. Not a conventional upbringing, but also like very influential into our society, whether in our culture, whether we know it or not. I would say Still I Rise and Phenomenal Woman are probably two of her better known pieces, but she has a lot of books, a lot of collections. Or I actually, if I had my books in any type of like order, I would bring one over. But I see Alice Walker from here, which is a good book if you haven't read it. Alice Walker, In Search of Her Mother's Gardens. Check that out. Let's see. Ooh, that's another idea for videos I can do. Maybe I'll like just like introduce you to guys to different books. Oh, I see Angela Davis. Man, it's like some romance Danielle still. All right. Does anybody else? Anybody here? Does anybody want to say if they are identify more with the historical figure? No pressure. I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon and get back to the search for a job. Alright, so I'm gonna close it out. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you, Kyrese. Thank you, Catalyst. Thank you for keeping me from talking to myself. I have some affirmation cards, and I thought maybe I'll just close with some affirmation. I'm gonna shuffle them and just let the universe tell me what we need to hear. Oh, I don't know if that'll show up. It says, "I am the architect of my life," which is pretty spot on for today. I'm gonna take that as encouragement from me that what I'm about to do when I get off of this stream will I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Me. Are you saying Hustle and Flow? You know what that's from. Thank you, Kyrese. I hope you have a good day too. I hope the taxes go well. Catalyst, I hope you have a great day. Yes, thank you. I hope to see you later too. You guys were awesome. I was nervous about doing this on the spur of the moment. It was so much fun. Thank you. Live long and prosper.